And so I want to share with you a short prayer. It's actually only 10 words. And I pray this myself, usually in the morning. I'm not perfect, it's not like every single day, but it's consistent. All right, it's consistently, I pray this, and maybe you will say, hey, this is short enough that I can pray it well. It's just 10 words, all right? Well, here it is. It's simply this. God, all right, who do you want to bless through me today? I told you, it's simple, And when you pray that, it changes your outlook. It changes your perspective. Because it makes a couple theological statements. It says that God wants to bless, and He does. And that God wants to bless the people that are in your life, and He does. And God wants to use you to do that. See, your sphere of influence is different. It looks different than my sphere of influence. And there's people that God wants to use you to bless that He's not going to use me. And He's not going to use you to bless some of the people that are in my sphere of influence. So praying this 10-word prayer, God, who do you want to bless through me today? Changes your perspective, changes your outlook, and it increases your capacity for God stories. I love to hear God stories. I'm sure you're the same way. And you're like, oh, that's so awesome. And what this does is that it moves from hearing about God stories to actually being a direct participant in some of those stories. So as you're sharing, God stories, you're like, God used what I did, and God used what I said for this. God used my presence. God used my prayers. Man, and if you're a little skeptical, I'm just saying, for just 30 days, just start your day with that 10-word prayer. God, who do you want to bless through me today? And just get ready, all right? Get ready to stand amazed. Because what this does is when you think of interruptions, like, man, I had a plan and now it's interrupted. You're like, whoa. I prayed earlier that God, who do you want to bless through me today? So you don't see people as a interruption. You're like, wow, this is an opportunity to bless.